Good morning, everyone. Today we're here in Go Forest to do the chant class for United States time zone. Thank you all for joining us. Today we have a very special thing for you. We are from Germany. Our delegation to Germany is joining us and sharing with us their hard work in Europe. They're laughing already. Hello, everyone. Greetings. Thank you. Thank you. It's nice to see you. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. I'm broadcasting from Hamburg. Is the slide ready? Is a slide, we are sharing the slide now.
No slides?
I sent the slide, we tested. Anyway, so we arrived in Hamburg 2 days ago. And we did 2 classes in Hamburg. And surprisingly, in Hamburg, people like to recite the Buddha's name as well.
Increase the volume. There you go.
Be careful with the...
Just hang on. They have struggling with getting the slides here loaded.
Put the bottle up there because the metal sound is gonna go in there. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so I'm ready. I'm waiting for the slide to come up. Yes, that's it. So from last week, I think we didn't share enough of the information from Lisbon. So we want to wrap up with the Lisbon. Is it okay with everybody? Do you hear me? Hello, Master, do you hear me? 안 들리나 봐.
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me? Okay. So after we did the slides, we did more retreat in Lisbon, and at the end, people really liked the cultivation together. So Miguel and Bruno and
Can you
their
increase
friends.
the volume?
음성 설정. 출력 음량 맥스인데. Hello? Is it still too low? I'll raise my volume. Hello?
Okay.
Okay, is it better? Okay, so after the 3-day retreat in Lisbon, people liked to participate. So Miguel and Bruno and their friends, they reserved for the next year for 4 days. Next slide. Okay. What was interesting for me was that in Lisbon, people will do what we instruct them to do. So, for example, when we
Can't
ask
hear
them
you.
to join...
Can you speak louder?
Yes, I try my best. So in Lisbon, what was interesting
That's
was
too loud.
that... Okay. Well, the interesting part of Lisbon is that people will do what we tell them to do without a lot of questioning. So when we encourage them to join our WhatsApp group, most of people joined our WhatsApp group for Portugal.
What group?
WhatsApp.
Oh, okay.
WhatsApp group, the text messages. So next slide. So as we mentioned last week, we did bowing session every morning and every evening. And Mr. Park taught them how to bow, and people keep asking if they could learn more about bowing. So we did some individual session as well. So people are very, very interested in bowing. They are very serious to do bowing. Next slide. And we also had some stretching yoga session, yoga stretching session. Bruno's girlfriend, she did the yoga session, and people were doing the, the stretching with them. Next slide. And I think in Lisbon, people are more attentive because there were group effort, like Bruno and Miguel, Sylvia and Sarah. They were all doing a lot of work behind the scene. When there's a newcomer, they will go say hello to them, and they were showing the basic posture, explain where we are from, and share information about Chan. Next slide. So everybody was very attentive. Even Stefan from Germany, Hamburg, he was talking to a lot of newcomers to help them out. Next slide. And in between the classes, we did some tea time, sharing some tea from Korea, and discussed how we can improve the classes. Next slide. And also we transmitted 42 Anjanais for regulars in Portugal. Next slide. And as you saw last week, during the Pure Land Assembly, people were doing the recitation. Actually, it was a break time because we thought that it's too much for them, because we did like 3 or 4 talks and sitting meditation and bowing, stretching, so many different things like mantra recitation, reciting the Buddha's name. It's like there are a lot of newcomers, so we are giving them some break time, and we turn on the broadcast from America to let them be familiar with the Pure Land Assembly. But actually, people voluntarily went to the hall, and I don't know, they just decided to follow Venerable Shensho to recite the Buddha's name. And it seems like everybody is really interested in Pure Land Assembly. Next slide. So this was the meditation session with Master in Lisbon. Next slide. And then at the end, we did the transference. Although there are a lot of Catholics there, people are very attentive for transference as well, and they are very happy about it. And the lady on the right, she is from Toulouse, France. She's been a regular on Zoom, and she did 3-day fasting, and she was very happy about doing the fasting. And she invited us to Toulouse next year. Anybody interested?
Toulouse has very good very good food.
Yeah, I heard. Anybody wanna go? Volunteers? She will be happy to host. Invite us.
The ones holding the pear, right?
The apple, yeah.
Oh, that's the apple. Okay.
So she's actually German, but married to. She has family in France. She lives in Toulouse, and she regularly practices the Korean Sammudo, Korean martial art. Oh, and she's a teacher for psychology. She's a professor for psychology, University of Toulouse. I didn't know. Yeah, Toulouse. Okay, next page. This is the last after we finish the group photo. So actually, after this, we did a Zoom session, and a lot of people, like maybe 60%, they joined on Zoom. Next page. Oh, okay. But I forgot to mention. So in this one, what was very interesting was that people were asking so many questions. So the retreat evolves into the topics like reincarnation, 10 Dharma realms, blessings, how to, yeah, samadhi. They were like really getting into this. So we didn't just talk about meditation, but we talked about a lot of different topics in Buddhism. And this picture is after we finish, we are packing the great olive oil from Lisbon. And we share some olive oil with the person from Toulouse, Jessine. She's very happy to get some olive oil. So we are carrying like maybe 20 bottles of olive oil to Korea to share. Is she surprised? Okay, next page. And after the session, we have had one day to do city tour. So Miguel took time to show us the city. This is the palace. Next page. This is the, what was this? Palace.
Fortress.
Castle of Lisbon. I actually went there with master, so it was very interesting experience for me to be able to see the same place after many years. I think since 2017. Next. And I saw this, what was the name of the bird? The birds. Peacock. They are still there. When we were there with master, they were there and they're there. Next page. Maybe they're offsprings. So this is some photos from our last day. The next page. Next page. Oh, and then we went to seafood restaurant, the best in town, I heard. No, before, no, too fast. Go back to the seafood.
What discourse?
This one?
Yeah, let's go down.
What did we do? Sorry, there's a sound issue. I didn't do anything either. Okay, how come she doesn't? Is it here? Can we hear her on Discord? We can hear her on Discord, right?
Yeah, we can hear.
So it's the in-house. It's the in-house, somehow the connection to the mixer is maybe full. Do you know where's the connection to the mixer? I don't know. Huh? Maybe it's muted? Do you know the... It's the mixer. Somehow. Or maybe to the computer.
I mean, it's broadcasting, so it's just the routing from here to the audio.
The sound.
Yeah.
Somehow. No. Mm. So it looks like there's still sound feeding to YouTube, just not locally. Can we mute this? I don't know how to mute this.
Yeah, we can hear you again. Yes, faintly. Okay. No.
Do you think?
Hello? Yeah,
No.
YouTube still works. So just continue speaking.
Get closer to your microphone.
Berlin. It's 3 hour 25 minute flight. Better?
Yes.
Next slide. The initial idea was to set up a meditation class in Berlin, but it didn't really work out. But we were just spending 2 nights, so like just 2 nights in one. So we had just one full day to take a look at Berlin. Next slide. And there was a Korean way place, so we paid a visit. But there was a lay person who oversees the Wei place. It's a Sungsan Senior's place. Next slide. This is their Buddha hall. They told us that this is maybe the biggest Buddhist meditation place in Berlin. The next. So we met some resident cultivators in Berlin, and they're like very multinational. There was one from Poland, another from England, and one person from Germany, in Germany. And we didn't ask them to learn from us, but they were asking a lot of questions, and they asked me to show them how to sit. So we briefly showed them how to sit. They were very interested in learning. So we did meditation. We did meditation for just a while. Next page. And of course, in Berlin, we tried some German food because it's first time in Germany. The pretzel, of course, was something much better than I ever tried in other countries. And there was Napolitan pizza, so we tried Napolitan pizza as well from an Italian guy's restaurant, person's restaurant. Next page.
And the bottle looks like, what is that in the bottle?
Go back. Oh, Master has a sharp eye. That's just a non-alcohol beer. We are comparing which one is better. Lisbon's better, or Spain's better, or Germany is better.
So you've been drinking alcoholic beer in every place?
Oh, non-alcohol, Master, non-alcohol.
I mean, no alcoholic.
Non-alcohol. Yeah.
And which one is better?
So far, what was the best? I think German, of course, German's better.
Better than Korean?
Oh yeah, you cannot compare. Much better.
So rate them. I'm just curious.
I haven't tried too many, but the German's the best, and
Out of a scale of 10.
German is like 10. We have so many choices.
10? Okay, and next is what?
Spain and Portugal similar to each other.
At
8.
and Korean?
I'm not drinking that. Sorry, but I'm very critical.
Excuse me for insisting. What is the percentage of alcohol in those non-alcoholic beverages? Beers?
I don't read German.
You don't read German. What did XS2 say?
XS2 just tag along. He's been drinking with me.
What?
He's been drinking with me.
And I know he's very meticulous. So what's the percentage? Ask him. Is he there? What's the percentage alcohol?
Oh, he went to meet his old friend's wife.
Okay, never mind. Okay, move on.
Okay.
How's the
next page.
pizza?
Pizza was really good because the restaurant is owned by an Italian guy who's from close to Napoli.
Okay, so compare that to Korean pizza.
No comparison.
Okay, moving on.
No. Oh, I forgot. I remember. XS2 asked the owner of the restaurant if they eat the pizza with honey. Hello? And then the guy said they don't eat any pizza with any honey. No honey in Italy.
In Italy,
Yeah.
in Naples.
In
Okay.
Naples. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, not
Naples
Italy, but
supposedly is the birthplace of the Neapolitan pizza, and that's designed. It was created by a famous chef based upon the request of the Queen of Italy to celebrate, I think, some kind of holidays. So it's a very historical food. Continue.
Master, just FYI, I got a contact from a guy in Napoli, and he runs a meditation center. He said if we would come to Europe next time, he'll be very happy to show us the good restaurant for Napolitan pizza.
I know it.
Okay, next
Okay.
page.
It's most
Just
excellent.
FYI, just,
This is probably the best Neapolitan pizza I've ever tasted.
where? Where?
What's the name? I forgot the name. Some kind of 1050 or something? 50? Anyway,
Next
continue.
page. So in Germany, what was very interesting is the whole this photograph in the market is all vegan. It's very very trendy.
Yuck.
It's all vegetarian or vegan. They have vegan salami. They have vegan everything.
Vegan one, I can't see.
Yeah, but
Chicken?
yeah.
They have chicken
Vegan
flavors.
chicken, vegan cheese, vegan everything. Vegan salami, vegan frank sausage, vegan ravioli, vegan everything.
German made or imported from Asia?
I think it's German made. No, German made, right? Yeah. There, I think in all the restaurants in Germany, so many restaurants, they offer vegan options, even including kebab.
Have you bought any like chicken, vegetarian, vegan chicken? That's most difficult flavor to replicate.
Oh, we need to go try this. We haven't had time, Master.
You haven't had time. You have 2 days, 3 days in Berlin. You have no time to try.
What did we do in
What do you do for 2
No,
days?
we're trying asparagus, right? In Berlin. So we didn't really get the time to try out the vegan chicken.
Burger. Try the burger, chicken, and the other flavors. If you
Okay,
have
I will.
Peking duck chicken, that would be interesting. Okay,
And
continue.
in Berlin, I and Venerable Shensho were spending more time with the guys. We met at the Sun Center, Korean Sun Center, because they had a lot of questions. But the rest of the lay people went to see the city. The photograph is what was that? The Philharmony, right? Yeah, Berlin Philharmony. So MJ, she went to listen to the concert, right? Yeah, only one person. She said she now is worried that she will not be able to listen to the concert in Korea because it's so much better. Next page. And then this is the train station in Berlin. You can see the train is going on the third or fourth floor, and then there are different stores below. And then on the way to the train platform, I saw this sandwich that has raw fish inside. I don't know what that is. Huh?
Herring.
Yeah, is it like British food or what is this?
Herring is the name of fish.
Oh, herring. Okay, so
Herring usually has 2 R's, right? Is my English okay?
herring.
Yes.
I think it's two
Red
R.
herring? Oh, that's
No,
different.
herring. One R. One R.
That's the enjoy.
Red herring in
German.
the contract is different. Okay, fine.
Oh, it's Dutch. It's Dutch. Sorry,
Dutch.
the Dutch is having objections.
Yes, yes. Mhm.
Next page. Oh, so so actually something happened from Berlin to Hamburg. We are taking a train. The Stefan from Hamburg, he bought us the train ticket, fast train. So it's supposed to take 2 hours, but there was something happened in the between. Next page. So it took 6 hours in total.
And you drink alcoholic beer? I mean,
So we were supposed to arrive at 12:20, but at the end we arrived after 4 p.m. So look at what we did in train. We are
Korean
and
tea.
then there was like, yeah, we are drinking tea.
Korean tea or German tea?
It's a Chinese tea,
Chinese tea, okay.
poor tea. Next page. So we arrived in Hamburg 2 days ago. Next page. Hamburg was so much different from Berlin. So I think the entire group didn't really like Berlin. They don't want to go back to Berlin ever again for some reason. I don't know. It didn't feel. Um, I don't know. It's just like Berlin is so. There's nothing much going on or something. I don't know. It didn't look good.
Less developed.
Yeah, it's not that much developed, but Hamburg was very busy. It felt like maybe New York or San Francisco. It's very vibrant. Actually, we met a s님 there when we arrived in the train station. He said he's studying Buddhology in Yogacara, the Consciousness School. He's doing the PhD in Hamburg. He's been here for like 7 or 8 years, I think. So he came to greet us in train station. So we had some tea, and then the photo on the right, we also had an opportunity to meet another person who is doing the PhD in Buddhology, I think, right? Yeah. Next page. According to S님, the Hamburg is one of the major city who brought the Buddhism and started researching about 200 years ago. So they have their own Buddhist association. So actually, Hamburg was the first city in Europe. A random person have bowed to me in the train station like twice because they are aware of the Buddhist monastics. It was very interesting. And then when we arrived, Stefan greeted us the next day, right? The next day or the first day. And then we went to brewery, brewery to try out the best beer in town. It looks like we have been drinking a lot. So the brewery also offer non-alcohol beer, 3 different kinds. It was really good, and we had some typical German food. Next page. The asparagus and what's the name? Schnitzel and goulash. Goulash. Okay. Asparagus is in season now, so it's very fresh. All these things that you see is they have vegan options. They do vegan. Next page. It's all vegan. Oh, the one on the left top is not vegan. That's for Mr. Park and Hyung. Next page. Oh, actually, the fried potatoes were the best. Yeah, yeah. The potatoes, fried potatoes, were so good. Next. And then in meanwhile, we have the online class for Europe, and Vonal Shinjin was helping us while we are having dinner. I mean, not dinner, lunch, because we didn't have lunch. And then Nacho is also translating, and there are a lot of Portuguese joined our Zoom class after the retreat. So they are very serious to continue. The next page. And in Hamburg, this is our entry of our Airbnb. I saw in Germany there are a lot of graffitis. I don't know why, but like all over the city, there are so many graffitis. Graffitis, I don't know. My English is not good anymore. And then the bread in Germany is really good. I didn't know. And then there are asparagus everywhere. Next page. You can see the city has a lot of posters, graffiti everywhere on the wall. And actually, people told me that Hamburg, their winter is very cold and there are a lot of rain. But for some reason, the moment we arrived in Hamburg until now, the weather is so perfect. It's just not hot, not cold, it's just perfect. The next page. And this is a restaurant in Hamburg. There are a lot of Turkish people. So it's very easy to find Turkish restaurants and Turkish market. This is one of the Turkish restaurant. They also have vegan options, but the one on the third photograph, the barbecue is not vegan. That's the real thing for Mr. Park and MJ and him. Next page. And then after that, we had the class, the meditation class. Next page. The first class was in the community college. This is the entry of community college. Actually, it's located in one of the metropolitan area, so it's very easy to access. Next page. So many people showed up in the class. But it seems like, unlike in Portugal or Spain, people are not so much exposed to meditation yet. I don't know if it's just this particular group, but people didn't really have prior experiences in meditation. So after we surveyed, we decided to teach them how to recite the Buddha's name because they were older. So we just recited the Buddha's name. People really liked it. They didn't have any problem to recite Buddha's name. Uh, they were very attentive to recite Buddha's name together. Next page. So when we explained to them the concept of crossing their legs at the beginning, they were not willing to do. But after reciting the Buddha's name together, a lot of people were really trying to sit in full lotus. For example, the lady on the right top, she was not willing to sit, but after reciting the Buddha's name together, she herself voluntarily sat in full lotus. Next page. Many people were really trying. And there was Korean German too. Next page. Oh, and she almost sat for 2 hours. This is our ceremonial photograph. Next page. So I prepared the link to show how Germans recite the Buddha's name. Can you play? Yes, thank you. Yeah, this is what I prepared. Do you have any questions?
Very good. Thank you. Very nice. Any questions, anyone? Are there any other drinks besides beer?
Besides beer, well, we didn't really try to look for one because there are so many different beer. We haven't
Oh, I
had the
see. Of
chance
course,
to
too
try
many
them.
beers. Too many beers to try. I understand.
Why? In the market, there are so many beer.
Mm.
A lot of alcohol-free beer.
All right. Anyone else? So you there until when next week?
We are leaving the day after tomorrow. No, Tuesday. We are leaving Tuesday.
Oh, you're returning Tuesday. I see. So that's it? This is where the end of your trip, or you still have classes?
Oh no, tomorrow we have one more class, and tomorrow we have actually a lot of registration. It's some kind of Buddhist center, I heard. There were like 30 people signed up for the class
I'm
in
surprised
Hamburg.
by your comment about Berlin. Berlin not that impressive to you, because from what I read, Berlin has the highest concentration of Buddhists in Europe.
Maybe we were there too short because we only stayed for 2 nights there, and we didn't really have the chance to interact with more people.
And what happened in Berlin that didn't come true?
I don't know. Stefan was trying to contact different places and tried to lease a space or something to run a class, but things came back negative, so we didn't have the opportunity to open a class there.
Okay.
But
Didn't
I
get
heard that, oh,
go.
yes. I heard that the Koreans told me that Frankfurt is more active in meditation as well,
Mm.
right? I heard that some Korean students in Korea, she was spending a lot of money for learning different method of meditation, and she had friends that they went to Frankfurt, spent a lot of money to learn different methods of meditation before,
I
and she
see.
said that it's very active.
Okay. Okay, anyone else? Yes, 5 here.
I'm,
5.
I'm curious, what's the purpose of those 2-3 days trips? Are we trying to just like promoting meditation and Buddhism there, or we're trying to cultivate disciples? And are we going back regularly to keep cultivating and helping them? Or this is more like initial exploration stage of the market? Thank you.
Master, would you comment on this?
No, you go ahead. You there, I'm not there. Don't hang it
So
on my head.
it's just my personal
You asked for
opinion.
2 weeks a trip to Europe. So you tell me, what were you doing in Germany?
Besides drinking
I didn't
beer.
tell you what to do. You never asked.
Yeah, after I spent about 20 days in Europe, I saw many people who are eager to learn proper way of meditation. I feel really sad that they have no resources to look for or find. For example, we met 50 cultivators in Madrid. They're learning basically very similar stuff to each other for 10, 20 years. They cannot find better solution to move forward. They were very serious. So when I answer their questions, instead of feeling offended, they are very eager to learn. And they're really trying. They were very serious about their questions, and there were people following for three continual days. They were coming to all the classes because they were really willing to learn, to break through and move forward. And
Okay.
for example, in this, yeah.
So XS2E, no, he's not there. So Macho Nacho, what are you doing about it? The people in Madrid or in Spain who are eager to learn about meditation, what do you plan to do?
That's what.
Yes, go ahead. You're on mute.
Emitofuo Master, I'm not sure because I'm not an expert. I'm just trying to translate and promote everything on Facebook, add some of the quotes from the lectures on Facebook, and just follow what like the experts tell me to do. And we are also translating some sutras and books into Spanish.
I know that. I know you've been busy, but I'm just asking you what you saw. You flew to Spain to help with the translation and with the delegation. So your impression and what do you think you wish you could, what you think we should do?
I think at least in Spain we need to be more present maybe because I think like not a lot of people joined during the Zoom session, but when we were there in person they were really interested, but then I see that during the Zoom session they aren't as active, so maybe they need more contact like in person, but yeah,
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, temporarily we should have a chant class online for them. How's that?
Yeah, we are having one tomorrow at 9 a.m. in Spain.
Okay. YouTube comment.
Thank you, Master. We have a comment from Miguel,
Yes.
Your disciple. He says, "Thank you, Master, for sending 2 sanghas to Europe. We really appreciate it."
You're welcome. Thank you for having us. He's very steady. Thank you for these continuous support all these years. All right. So we need to have make ourselves available to the Spanish-speaking people in Spain, and so online class, maybe assign someone to help with that effort. Okay. Yes, go ahead, Sinan Sunim.
So Master, we are expanding the class. So we are doing one Thursday night for Portugal and one Sunday morning for Spain. And the Germans and the French, they can join either classes. So we are preparing 2 classes right now.
Okay.
Because we surveyed and seems like Spanish people like the morning, Sunday morning. And I forgot to mention in Zaragoza, the place where we did the meditation class, she want to play the Zoom and invite people to join together as well.
Okay, very good. So direct answer to the question from my perspective is that I'm paving the way to have a place somewhere in Europe, and I can send some left home people there to teach meditation and Mahayana, American Mahayana. That's a long-term plan. And so we need to build up for that. So we need to build it up online right now, and annually, every year, I'm willing to send some people to go there to talk to people and see that we are committed to developing Western Europe initially. Okay, but time-wise, I probably not quite ready to open a center yet, okay, for various reasons. One major reason is that I need to have adequate staffing for it, okay. People there need to have enough samadhi power so that they can defend our way place, okay. And so shouldn't be a big deal. Okay, yeah. But so we're looking around. We are sowing the seeds for a permanent presence in Europe, and they should have eventually, I'd say, in 5-10 years down the road, they should have their own programs, their own timetables, okay, independently of us or in conjunction with us. Okay, I have a lot of things up my sleeves, but I need more manpower, more time to plan it accordingly. Okay. Did that address your question? And so, for example, we've been going frequently to Portugal because our Portuguese disciples has been very persistent and have been hardworking, and so we like to go there. And we for this year we went to Spain because of the connections there, and then we went to Germany because we invited to go to Germany. Okay, and as you see, this trip here, they met with someone in Toulouse, France, and they've been invited to go to Toulouse. This is what we do. The Dharma goes where it's invited. We don't have any ambition to don't have any real ambition for fame and profit. We go there with the spirit of sharing this Chan Dharma first, meditation Dharma, which we feel is very useful for everyone. Okay, and it is currently in Europe. They don't have American Chan. We don't have Mahayana Chan. They typically, I'm told, they only have Hinayana meditation. Okay, and very few Sanghas there. So that's why our approach is different. I want to have Sanghas to be spiritual leaders so that they are led down the proper path and have the sound foundations for practices. All right? And so I foresee maybe in 10 years or so, we'll have a lot of different centers all over, like to share the Chan Dharma and the American Mahayana with everyone, not just Europe. And that is predicated upon the locals paving the way for us. Okay? Any other questions? Okay, today we're going to have the Vimalarkirti Sutra lecture after lunch. It's almost lunchtime here in the US. And then tomorrow we'll have a Vesak celebration. It's a big deal for us. We bathe the Buddhas. And then a lecture in the afternoon on the Avatamsaka Sutra. Okay, and so thank you all for participating. Good job, everyone. Thank you.